the weirdest thing you thought was normal that turned out to be a medical condition? Let's get one thing straight. For years, I honestly believed everyone else heard the same piercing scream when a vacuum turned on. My parents just assumed I was overreacting every time I covered my ears during basic household noises. When I was little, maybe around 4, I'd constantly ask why the TV sounded so loud. The volume would be at a perfectly normal number, but to me, it felt like someone had cranked it to max and was shouting in my ear. My parents brushed it off, thinking I was just overly sensitive. As I got older, it wasn't just a little quirk. It got worse. School assemblies were torture. I'd wear big headphones just to survive the microphone feedback. Fire drills? I'd hide under my desk crying because the alarm felt like knives in my ears. The nurse kept calling my parents, saying I was having panic attacks over everyday sounds. By 8, my mom finally took me to the doctor. I did the basic raise your hand when you hear the beep test, and of course, I passed. The doctor said my hearing was fine and blamed anxiety. That's when everything spiraled. Microwave beeps felt like sirens. My dad's car engine made my chest shake until I felt sick. Dinner was unbearable. The scrape of forks on plates made me want to run. My parents were frustrated. My mom kept saying, normal people don't panic over a dishwasher. And my dad thought I was just acting out. Counselors gave me breathing exercises and meditation apps, but none of it fixed the fact that by 14, I couldn't function. I avoided restaurants, couldn't stay in cars, and my showers lasted maybe 2 minutes because running water actually hurt. Then came the fire drill that changed everything. Sophomore year, the alarm went off, and I collapsed in the hallway, shaking and sobbing. Teachers had to carry me to the nurse's office. Most looked annoyed, but my substitute science teacher, Mrs. Lopez, noticed something different. She'd seen me flinch at tiny sounds, like pencil sharpeners and zippers. After class, she asked if noises had always hurt me. When I said yes, she told me her sister had something similar and suggested an audiologist. My parents weren't thrilled about another appointment, but Mrs. Lopez called my mom herself, insisting this wasn't just me being difficult. Finally, we went. The audiologist ran a full series of tests, checking not just if I could hear, but how my brain processed sound. After 2 hours, she explained, I had hyperacusis. My ears worked fine, but my brain amplified normal noises into pain. My parents were stunned. My mom cried right there. My dad went pale. All those years they'd said I was dramatic. I'd actually been living in constant sensory overload. Treatment wasn't instant, but knowing the truth changed everything. I started therapy specifically for sound sensitivity, gradual noise exposure, custom ear filters, relaxation training. I still live with it, but I'm no longer terrified of everyday life. And now, whenever someone calls me too sensitive, I just remind myself, no, I wasn't dramatic. I was surviving something most people never even hear.